Playing baseball with Derek Jeter and hooping with Cal Whitfield and even my brother, bless his soul, rest in peace to Mark White. Mark White was one of the greatest basketball players from the state of Michigan, my bro. So and that's my brother. You dig it? So shouts out to my brother Chad listening to right now online. Dig it? My mom, what I'm saying, my mom and everybody back home.
Absolutely,
and my uncle
man.
and my uncle in town. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful things.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So what brought you to California?
Man, this way, that way, man. I've been living in New York and in Florida, in Colorado, in Arizona. I lived a little bit. There's only a few states I ain't lived in, and that's by choice. You dig it, But on the real, I'm out here, man, and because I always loved California. I actually went to college. I'm a Duck. I ran track in college, so I'm a University of Oregon. Go Ducks! I had a track scholarship. I ran out here, so I love the West. And one of my best friends was actually from Compton. You know what I'm saying? When I was 18, so that's how I met me and Buck. That's how we kicked it. So I always loved. And then that summer, I wound up going and living in California in 1991 when all that stuff was going down. I'm up there with my homeboy T.E. Up and down with Crenshaw and Renzo's in 91. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. Most definitely, dog.
So we go. I got a story, man. It's cool.
For sure. Yeah. Man. How long you been doing music?
Man, wow, that goes back to the church, really. Coming back, singing in the choir when I was young, very influential from the church, but playing my own instruments like since second grade. You know what I'm saying? I was playing like clarinet. My uncle, we had a clarinet, and that's what I got. So that's what I started playing, and then I was always musical. So right now I play everything I can touch. Drums, clarinet, bass clarinet is what they had me trained to do, bass clarinet, and then playing the bongos and the drums.
Okay.
And then sports came, so band had to put, it was one or the other, and sports was what it was around junior high at the end of that. And that's when that started to take off.
Most definitely, man.
Because I was an athlete, you know what I'm saying, in high school, all that stuff.
Yeah. So who were some of your musical influences?
Man, right off the bat, George Clinton.
Okay.
It's a Parliament, man. It was one 1975, 76 barbecue, and you over there with the big bro, and we in the hood, and everybody outside with the cars, and the lax all in the yard, and and I was hooked. It was the funk. Yeah. But besides that, I have very distinct. My family's very musical, so I have two distinctive sounds of music with my uncles. One of my uncles was into like the Motown sound and the OJs and the old things, so we would hear this at the family things. We would hear all of the old school stuff going on from the old Isley Brothers to the 50s all the way up to the Motown level. And then I have another uncle that would take it back to the jazz, which would be like the Coltrane and Miles Davis and things like that. So I had to tiptoe around those records walking in, real talk. But that was very influential. And then my other uncle has, was more contemporary with Prince and all that disco. And
so you got
funk.
the Purple Rain shirt on today.
Yeah, I'm wearing the Purple Rain thing today, man. That's the good stuff, man. Yeah, shouts out to Prince, But Michael Jackson was also super big. See, I was born to "I'll Be There." When I was born, "I'll Be There" was playing on the radio. So I definitely have a unique tie to Michael Jackson. Dig it, So, but I love all music. You dig it? So. Because my mama was a songstress. She was a singing bird. Her and my father really is what I come from. I come from music.
Yeah.
My father is a ridiculous singer, playing the piano, and they met in college. Man, they met in Henry Hall at Western Michigan University, playing with Luther Vandross at Western Michigan University.
Wow.
Luther invited my mama to go and sing with her in New York. He's like, you my favorite singer. She always says, he said, you my favorite singer. And Dionne Warwick, you sound like Dionne Warwick. I'm going to take you to New York with me. My family wasn't having that, but she sure did get the invite.
That's what's up, man.
And he knew my dad. And then years later, me and my man Starsky was in New York City in front of Hit Factory. And who comes out there? Luther Vandross. So I go, man, hold on, Ack. He like, yo, that's Luther. I'm like, hold up. I said, Luther. Big Luther now. I said, Luther. And I said, man, when you was in college, my mom and dad said you went to college with them and used to sing with them. And you said my mama sang looked like Dionne Warwick. And you know what he said? He looked right at me. He said, your dad with the lip to the side, twisted, Mac. Just like that, I kid you not. Just like nobody would know something like that. I said, yeah. He's like, yeah, man. And he said, how your mama doing? It was the funniest. You one of them surreal moments, man. And then we took a picture, but we never got that mug developed, man. So,
Yeah,
but
man.
that was that time, bro.
Shout out to Luther Vandross,
Shout out
man.
to Luther
R.I.P.,
Vandross,
man.
man.
R.I.P.
Yeah. One thing about my life is like I've been I have this.
Tip
Come
by
on.
your window.
Yeah,
I had to bust that out real quick. I started thinking about Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean?
Luther, man. Shoot, Luther's so
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. I'm glad you got stories like that. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't get a chance to tell those type of stories. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Let alone experience those moments. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
You got
Absolutely.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
So we got your song "Get It In."
Ooh, that's the one you chose. Okay.
Yeah, tell the people what that one's about.
Well, actually, man, that's the title song for the new album that's dropping this Friday on all Spotify, iTunes, Apple, YouTube, your favorite ones, whichever you want to go to. Just at MIC space MICH Mike Mich. You know what I mean? It'll be there. You better get in when you fit in. The name of the album. That's this track name. Man, that's good,
man. That's it. Well, we're gonna play it for the people right now.
All
This
right.
is Mike Mich, and this is
J Tunes,
Get
what up,
In. Shout out J Tunes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, let's
Trey
go.
Jones, what up, dog?
Let's go, man. Let's get it.
Yeah. You gotta get in where you fit in. 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 You gotta get in where you fit in.
Spark the magical, make sure that it's all practical. Wake up and it's so magical. Used to be magical, now it's Mr. MC. Grant my permission so I can rock it. One of the best, I had to hit the bag. Had to do it differently, my way. Had to learn new game. Step it up. So now people can see me, I stepped it up. I was a Midwest kid, New York kid, Florida kid, and look what I did. People never tried to appreciate what they saw. Never thought I'd be great. Thought that I'd be whack. Thought I'd be stale. The joke's on you. I had to get in where I fit in. And it look brand new.
You gotta get in where you fit in. 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 You gotta get in where you fit in.
Had to get in places that didn't want me there. So I understood with my dreaded hair. I had to get out of places that didn't want me there. I had to understand it with my dreaded hair. What am I saying? I am the man. I had to tell you I understand. In the rooms I stand where they didn't understand that I was the man and always had the plan. When they look at you crazy, believe them. But you can always leave them. Cause you don't have to lead them. Especially if they don't want to be led by you. Understand, you got the plan, you got the game. You are the man or woman. It doesn't matter who you is. Just make sure you take care of your biz. And get in where you fit in. You gotta get in where you fit in. You gotta get in where you fit in. You gotta get in where you fit in. Yeah.
You gotta get in where you fit in. You gotta get in where you fit in. You gotta get in where you fit in. You gotta get in where you fit in.
Support for KXSF comes from Otherwise Brewing, the Bay Area's only gluten-free brewery. Their award-winning gluten-free beer is available in all the most popular craft beer styles, ready to go in cans and on tap across the city and beyond. Open 7 days a week, Otherwise Brewing's tap room is located in North Beach at 1402 Grant near Green in San Francisco. For more information, visit otherwisebrewing.com. Thank you, Otherwise Brewing, for supporting KXSF San Francisco Radio.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This New Year's Eve, veteran KXSF volunteer and DJ Elizabeth Platt was among 2 people killed in a tragic hit-and-run accident south of Market. Unfortunately, pedestrian injuries and deaths in San Francisco are not uncommon. To honor Elizabeth's memory, KXSF is teaming up with Walk SF to address this growing threat. To find out more, please go to kxsf.fm and click on KXSF Acts, or check out walksf.org. Thank you.
Support for KXSF comes from Otherwise Brewing, the Bay Area's only gluten-free brewery. Their award-winning gluten-free beer is available in all the most popular craft beers.
Yo, it's your boy DJ Fed. You're back on Playerific Radio. We got my boy Mike Mich in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, thank you.
We just heard your track, Get In Where You Fit In. You know what I mean? That's dope. You said it's coming off of the album titled
Get In Where You Fit In.
Okay.
And it's coming out this Friday, May 22nd. So that's, whenever they release it, but that's the projected date is this coming up weekend. You know what I'm saying? For this Friday.
Most definitely. Yeah. How many tracks you got on there?
I put 10 on that one.
Okay.
And they're all, you pretty unique. I'm excited about this album, man. It's got a really great sound, man. I love the Bay Area, man, because the culture, man, it's like there's nothing better than the Bay, like JB saying, you know what I'm saying? That's the truth, man. I've lived all over the different places doing music, and respect to all of them. I like them all. Mm-hmm. But it's just something about being out west and being free and meeting people and actually meeting really, genuine people that's in the industry doing the same thing and have the same heart and hustle like you do,
Most definitely, man. That's a good thing right there, man.
Yeah.
So tell the people how you came up with your name. I already know you told me the story. How did you come up with your name, man?
Well, man, so check it out, man. So I used to be lyrical, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was a man and like the lyrical one, all of that stuff. So I come out to
lyrical. I like that,
yeah,
dog.
that's what I thought I was gonna be. So in 1994, I'll make it quick. I'll do as quick as I can. So in 1994, I had an internship at Island Records, right? But I was living in Brooklyn, and this kid named Bobby Ism was walking down the street on Fulton Ave with these flyers, and this is 94, like early, and he gave it to me, and he was like, Biggie Smalls. I was like, who's Biggie Smalls? He goes, you don't know who Biggie Smalls is? Yo, you don't know who Biggie Smalls is? Yo, you live here? Yo, I'm going to come get you later, and I'm going to take you and show you who Biggie Smalls is, right? So at the time, I didn't know that many people, but my people at the studio. So I ran to the studio and asked him if I could go, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, Mike. I asked the big guy, Mike. He was like, yeah. Doc was like, yeah, yo, Aaron, go with Michelet. It'll be cool. So Aaron know everybody, so we running, so we go and we kicking it. And then we start singing the songs. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's unbelievable. We singing the songs, walking down the street, going to this day party, right? So we get to the spot. It's me, Bobby Ism, and Aaron. And we get to the spot, and we see him, and Bobby Ism was talking, and he goes, and there he go right there. And Aaron saw him and froze like Daffy Duck saw the money, right? And then me, I was already, beelining straight to Biggie. Now, Biggie had his back turned to everybody, right? And it was like a sumo wrestler. It was like nobody around him, but he was talking to some chick, and he had his back toward. And, man, I tapped him on the shoulder, and he whipped around on me, fam. And I say his whole body was over me. And his eye was looking at me, and he was like, yo. And I was like, hey, man, what's up, man? I'm Mike. I'm from Michigan. He goes, word, Mike Mich, what's up? And he was all eye on me. And I was like, yo, man, I got this show called The Rooftop, and you could be a guest. I just want you to be the first guest on my show. And you know what I'm saying? We could overlook Brooklyn and talk about your career and everything. It would be some fly stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he goes, word. Mike Mich, I like that, man. Go tell Puff. Tell Puff I said, give his card to you. And he dapped me up, and he turned around, and he looked again, and he went on stage, and Mr. C, rest his soul, he was like, dippa. He was like, live from Bedford-Stuyvesant, son, the livest one. And then Aaron them came up, he's like, yo, son, Biggie gave you love in the club. You know what that means? And Bobby Ism was like, yo, B, I can't believe you just did that. That's how I became Mike Mich.
Hey, man, that's dope, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? You never know what's going to happen unless you take the chance, man.
You never know, man. And then the crazy thing about that, man, fam, is like I was working in the business for some years in New York. And then at the end of his life, that same week, I was actually working for a company, and we had a big project going on with Big and Puff and all of them at the same time. We were doing his new album. We were doing it as just like we're sitting here as a premiere. We're going to be in the studio with him. We had already promoted it for all these places, And then when he passed, man, I was just like devastated, because that was the whole wraparound from the beginning to that, you know what I mean? And I just knew my career would have projectedly have gone to another stratosphere, not knowing that because these stories can stay alive.
Yeah.
You know, it's still like that. But back in '94 or '97, it was different.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's dope,
Yeah,
man. That's dope history right there,
big.
man. So you said you was an athlete, dog. What's going on with that?
Oh my goodness, man! You know I could run like the wind, man. You know I was a little baseball kid, man. My granddaddy used to take me to tablets all the time, and we used to go and get these baseball cards and the gum and the bats, and I would sit out there, fam, and I would just take this big old baseball bat, this big old heavy black bat, this little boy, and I would hit rocks, and because I used to love it. Pew!
Yeah.
And so I would just run, but eventually, so I was a baseball player. I was a little baseball player. I was hitting crazy baseball, and then I got hit in the ear one time, and that was that with baseball. Yeah. And then I started running track, and and playing basketball. And then, like I said, my brother Mark, God bless his soul, my brother Mark was so good. Like I had to pick a sport. I had to find something. So baseball, so then it became track. And eventually track was great because I went to, let me shut that out, Kalamazoo Lloyd Norris. I had one of the best coaches. Coach Duckett just recently passed. And, both of his sons were played in the NFL, TJ Duckett and Tico Duckett.
Yeah.
So, we had a ridiculous track team, man. I think all the 4 years that I was in high school, we were number 2 in the state 3 out of the 4 years. And then one of those years was just me and my man Kevin Jackson, and we were like 4th, or it was just me and him, at the meet, and so the state league. So I was like, I played basketball, football. I broke my leg in high school playing football twice. Yeah. So my football career got cut short, and that kind of messed up with my basketball thing because that's my thing too. But the main thing about that is I eventually jumped 24 8 3/4 in high school in the long jump, and still got the record to this day there.
Okay.
And that's in Kalamazoo and stuff. So that's a pretty good record. I ran like a 10-3, 10-2, and a 20 low 21, 200, 220 point. In the relays, like real lows. So we won a lot of races. We won a lot of stuff. And Kalamazoo in Michigan, where we're from, man, Central and Norris, great athletes. It's like it's a unique place. It's a small place. Like I said, Derek Jeter's from there. You got Chris Crawford. You got Tico. You got. I'm tripping. All kind of athletes. Olympians. Still to this day, baseball players, professionals. Greg Jennings, Super Bowl winners. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They're all from this small area, because we had this unique community sports program that was very, very influential. And I wish sometime they would allow us to regain and grow that back there, because it's needed very much.
Most def, man. So we're gonna get back into some more of your music, man. I got another track, and it is titled Spotlight. Tell the people about that one.
Oh man, Spotlight. I got invited to do a show out in Santa Rosa, Sunday Night Spotlight, a nice long-going, running 200 show every Sunday night. So I was honored to be, for there. So I just started, thought I would write something for that occasion.
Yeah.
And the track came out real nice, and I like it a lot. So it's doing pretty good.
Most def, man. Shout out 93 Pack God.
Yeah, what's up, Pack God? Thanks, man. 93
Beethoven ain't free.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? Hey, what up, fam? You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Well, hey, we're going to get into the track right now, man. This is Mike Mich with Spotlight. Check it out. Playerific Radio 102.5 FM, KXSF.FM on the web. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. Hey, yeah. It's Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. It's Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. That must mean that I'm living my life right. That mean my peers is respecting it. Living that lifestyle, we got the right to everything. I'm showing up with my jewelry. I'm showing up with my vibe and I'm sugary. I ain't sweet, but I'm sour. Never sour, cause I always got the power. It's Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. Rocking my life like I'm doing everything right. I got my boys and my ladies in the spot. Looking good, showing like shaking their ass right. It's Sunday night, I went to church today. Earlier because I know you got to pray. But at night, I'm on the Sunday night spotlight showing off. Grab the microphone and we going off. It's Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. spotlight. That must mean that I'm living my life right. Ay, in the spotlight. Ay, it's Sunday night spotlight. It's Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. My peers respect me, I'm living my life right. I'm in the spotlight. Sunday night, I'm in the spotlight. Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. And I'm living my spotlight. It's Sunday night and we up in the spotlight. Hey, respect me, I'm living my spotlight. Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. Yeah, I'm living my spotlight. It's Sunday night and we up in the spotlight. Yeah, respect me, it's Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. That must mean that I'm living my life right. Hey, I'm in the spotlight. What? Sunday night, yeah. It's Sunday night and I'm up in the spotlight. That must mean that I'm living my life right. Sunday night in the spotlight. Hey, in the Sunday night spotlight. Hey, Sunday night, every week. Sunday night spotlight. Sunday night, every week. Sunday night spotlight. Sunday night, and the Sunday night spotlight. Hey, it's Sunday night, every Sunday night up in the spotlight. Sunday night, and we up in the spotlight. That must mean that I'm living my life right. Yeah, in the spotlight. Sunday night spotlight.
Yo, EMD? Yeah, what's up, man? There go that girl they call Roxanne. She's all stuck up. Why you say that? Cause you wouldn't give a guy like me no rap. Man, she was walking down the street, so I said, hello, I'm Can't Go from UTFO. And she so, I said, so, baby, don't you know?
Oh, this is your boy DJ Fed, Playerific Radio on KXSF 102.5 FM. You just heard Roxanne. Two things about that. They need to bring back scratching in music, especially in the hip-hop, you know what I mean? Bring back the DJs, bring back the scratching, you know what I mean? Put it back on records, you know what I mean? You might hear it live when you go to a show and see a DJ. They might do a scratch set or something like that, but bring it back on the record, you know what I mean? That was a huge part of hip-hop that's actually not on the hip-hop right now, so. And a lot of y'all might not know, but there was actually a beef between Roxanne. So there was two Roxannes. There was Roxanne Shante, and then there was the real Roxanne, and they had a beef with each other based on that song. You know what I mean? So check it out. Go back and do the history. That was UTFO with Roxanne. So go back and do the history. You know what I mean? Review it and check it out. You know, it's always been rap beefs. So you know what I mean? When you hear these new rap beefs and stuff like that, it's just people wasn't dying. Rap beef was always on the record. You know what I mean? It wasn't like people was in the street looking for each other and things like that. Maybe if you ran into each other with some of these people, things might have happened, but for the most part, a lot of it was just lyrical. You know what I mean? So that was UTFO with Roxanne. You heard Mike Mich with Spotlight. You heard The Box by, I can't remember what his name is right now. You heard Get In Where You Fit In by Mike Mich one more time. You heard Racks in the Middle by Nipsey Hussle. And we started it off with the tradition of playing a Bay Area song, or at least a West Coast song. And this week, it just so happened to be Too Hard for the Radio by Mac Dre, the original. You know what I mean? So shout out to Mac Dre. Keep showing Mac Dre love. Keep spinning them records. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're going to get into a couple commercials, and we'll be right back and continue with the interview. Your boy DJ Fed, Playerific Radio, KXSF. Let's go. Uno momento, por favor.
Support for
California. Oh, yeah. In Northern Cal, this is how we do. In Northern California. Yeah. In Northern Cal.
Cali gar in my mouth while I'm out in Cali. Heart is green around me like I'm out in Maui. 40 on me for you player haters trying to foul me. God counted me in while you trying to out me. Fresh out of county. Twin, you see this money round me? Money piling. Yeah, I see these dummies frowning. Don't be mad in my pockets, watch your own clown. I used to slap your songs, got my own now. Shout out my hometown, I ain't even gotta say it. I'm with Mike and Dell Feddi, yeah, you gotta play it. Leaves blazing, about to bag the conversation. I'm from the North Bay. If you like our weed stinking, these girls drinking. Touch a coin the fast way. Ain't no place like the Bay, you in last place.
This is how we do in Northern California. Oh yeah, in Northern Cal, this is how we do in Northern California. Oh yeah, in Northern Cal, this is how we do in Northern California. Oh yeah, in Northern Cal.
I'ma slide through the streets with a beat that slap. Vibe with my folks, backyard kick back. Deep impact, leave a freighter and a hater. I came up when they was selling everybody like they Vegas. Northern Cali flavor, Bay Area players. Always counting paper, it's just in our nature. I don't mess with the fakers, I don't stress on the meat. I'm smoking, blessing my leisure. It's like my standard procedure. On my arm, got a breezer. Lionel Richie is Caesar. Used to bag off a skeezy to keep my cheddar on teacher. Better road, feature, feeling myself like the map. Short toilet to me, I'm just giving it back. All over the map, color city to city. On my beat, legit, they throw the T for Thizzy.
This is how we do in Northern California. In Northern Cal, this is how we do in Northern California. This is how we do in Northern California. Yeah, yeah. Woke up feeling blessed and it's 80 degrees. Looking at a mountain above the palm trees. Fresh dressed like $1,000,000. My crib is in a hill, it's worth $1,000,000. Got a dope job, thank God for my luck. Let's stay on my grind and I'm never starstruck. Handle my biz like it's human resources. That's how we do in Northern California. It's J-Tunes, Dell Feddi, Christ One Ace Drop, you know already. Riding in cars, smoking Cali cars, barking these bars, cause we lyrical stars. Rock every stage, born to get paid. Time to get laid, time to get laid. This is how we do it in Northern California. Oh yeah, in Northern Cal, this is how we do in Northern California. Oh yeah, in Northern Cal, this is how we do in Northern California. Oh yeah, in Northern Cal, this is how we do in Northern California. Oh yeah, in Northern Cal, this is how we do in Northern California. Oh yeah, in Northern Cal.
Yo, this is Playerific Radio. It's your boy DJ Fed. We are in Northern California on KXSF 102.5 FM, KXSF.FM on the web. That's my boy Mike Mich featuring J-Tunes and your boy DJ Fed, a.k.a. Dell Feddi. That song is called Northern California, man. Tell them a little bit about that track right there, dog.
Oh, man, that mug, man. I get excited every time I hear that, man. So we made a little slapper right there. And
Yep.
me and my man J-Tunes was sitting around, and I was like, shoot, right on spot, we just wrote it. And then it was just banging. I was just like, oh man, it was gold right there. And I was like, yo, I'm finna call somebody, man. I gotta send this my man Dell Feddi, fam. I gotta let Dell Feddi get some of this. Gotta eat. Man. And I remember, and I delivered it to you. I gave you all the stuff you needed, and man, you came and super delivered. And then we put it together, and then we went to Wayne Hayes. Shout out to Mr. Hayes.
Yep.
We went over to his spot, and then we went first time, and that mug went bananas. And then ever since then, it's Star is Born. You know,
we just been rolling with it, rocking with it, man.
Yeah.
And we also, you know what I mean. We also got a video shoot coming up this week for the track. You know what I
That's
mean.
right.
Tell the
We
people
sure
about
do.
give them the information.
Well, the video shoot is this weekend. It's going to be at a disclosed location, of course. We would like to keep that, you know what I'm saying? But we want all the players, man, all the Bay Area people, man. J-Tune's been hitting it, Dell been putting it up, I've been putting it out. People been getting us, they've been retweeting it, man. It's gonna be one of those anthems, Memorial Day weekend, Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Nice cars, basketball court. If you want to bring y'all some food, man, you know, take care of yourself, man. Come out with your crew, your people, nice and easy. You know what I'm saying? To sit back, is having a good time. We're gonna be pumping that Northern California. You know what I'm saying? We got a really nice setup going on right there. You know what I mean? So you know, hit us up for the actual details. So we won't go too berserk over here, but just send it to us, and we'll get the information to you. Can't wait for you to come through and check that out.
Most definitely, man. Speaking of the details, man, how can people get in touch with you?
Well, man, and before I do, man, I'm also doing a children's book, man, called Sherman and Herman as well, and I'm doing that to raise awareness for autism for children, and children with special needs and disabilities, man. So I do have a Cash App eventually, you know what I'm saying, but people can get at me with, on the music tip, of course, I've been saying Mike, Michigan, you know what I'm saying, I've been out there, MIC, I have to spell it because a lot of people call me Mike Mitch, so I almost man, I came out here, I almost had to change my name to Mike Mitch, fam. Just, you know, get in where you fit, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, good, you know, but I'm at West Coast Mich, at West Coast MICH on the Instagram. Once again, you know, you can probably, you know, YouTube, you can pull me up, like a pizza delivery, you know, because I'm a thespian. I like acting, I like writing, you know, like television, you know, I like big business, you know what I'm saying? That's why I really love the Bay, man. So really it's the playerist area for me in my lifestyle, what I like to do.
Most definitely, man. Yeah. That's what's up, dog. Do you have any shows coming up?
Absolutely, man. I got invited to do this beach show coming up, so that sounds like fun. You know what I mean? I know that's coming up in June, like next week, June. I know, you know, we move together. We got a lot of shows, so if you go on vacation, I don't have to. You know, I get a little vacation. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, soon we're gonna be there too. You know what I mean? But things just happen to come up. But the main one I got coming up now is the Juneteenth show. Yeah. That's coming up. That's going to be in Suisun City. Yeah. Did I say it right?
Yep,
Suisun City. And that's coming up for the Juneteenth things, 20 and 21st, that Saturday and Sunday. So shouts out to, you know, Fairfield for that. And, you know, and then I also want to shout out my man Trey Jones, man, because Trey always is getting me to do, always popping with the Tap In series. Yep. And you know, and then like, you know, we've got some surprises that we got going on ourselves, you know, that we're building too, you know.
Most definitely. Man.
Summer's gonna be hot though.
Summer's gonna be
After
hot.
this video goes, it's gonna be bananas. I just been focusing on that right now, you know what I mean? But because I can't wait, man. Dell, how do you feel about the video shoot coming up this weekend?
Man, I feel good about it, man. I'm glad we didn't have it last week.
Right. That part. Yeah, I forgot, right? You know what I'm saying?
I feel good about it, man. Like you said, it's gonna be Memorial Weekend, you know what I mean? We're in a nice location. It's going to be a great day. The energy's going to be right. So, you know what I mean? The song is dope. The artists are dope. You know what I mean? Not just because I'm one of the artists, but because we're dope.
Yeah, so, there it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell the truth.
Yeah, that's it, dog.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to shout out the whole Bay, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like all the cities, all the MCs that I know, you know what I'm saying? Especially my ugly crew. You know what I mean? You know, Age, Christ One, AO, you know, IMF, you know what I'm saying? Resonate, and all the people, all the San Francisco hip hoppers, you know what I'm saying? And all of the superstars out here.
I love rocking with them guys, you know what I mean? Because that's like back to the authenticness of the whole situation, you know what I mean? They come up with the real stuff, you know what
we
I mean?
Be digging in the crates,
you're gonna hear the record spinning, that you're gonna hear the vinyl sound on the record. You know what I mean? I like that.
Shouts out to my guys, man. We seriously dig in the crates. We get up in there, bro.
For sure, man. But hey, we're gonna get into your song called "So Smooth." Tell the people about that one.
Man, this is just as a treat, man. It's just so great, man. It's a debut album, so I'm getting to be able to enjoy this like this with everybody as well. Like I said, man, I'm just trying to develop my sound and my style and adapt to the culture and just be myself within it. So getting in where you get in where you fit in, you know, by still, you know, getting in but still being yourself, you know. So Smooth is just breaking it down like it's real and telling it like it is.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get into it right now. This is Mike Mich, not Mike Mish. Mike Mich. That's MICH. MICH.
Yes, sir.
So 2 mics in the H. Make sure y'all remember
that. Player.
So here we come with So Smooth. Check it out. It's your boy DJ Fed, Playerific Radio. Let's go. KXSF.
I'm one of the smoothest in the world. I'm one of the smoothest ones, you could agree. I might not have 1 million YouTube views, but I got 2 million eyes on me. I might not be your very first choice, but I'm always making history. Smooth, smooth, smooth. I'm so smooth with it. I'm so smooth with it. I'm so smooth, smooth. I might not have 1 million YouTube views, but I got 2 million eyes on me. I might not be your very first choice, but I'm always making history. Am I the one in you're looking for? Or am I the one that they did not see? I'm so smooth, smooth with it, yeah. I'm so smooth, smooth with it. I'm so smooth. I'm so smooth, smooth with it. I might not have 1 million YouTube views, but I got 2 million eyes on me. I'm one of the smoothest ones in the world. I'm one of the smoothest, you could agree. I'm so smooth.
What's going on? It's your boy DJ Fed, Playerific Radio 102.5 FM. We got Mike Mich in the building. We got like 2 minutes, man. Tell the people something they might not know, or tell them where to find you, or whatever you want to do. You got 2 minutes. Go.
2 minutes, man. I want to thank you, man. Thank you, DJ Dell Feddi, man, for letting me be a guest here on 102.5, KXSF. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the time. I appreciate everyone out there listening, taking the time for in their busy schedule to listen to the music, maybe learn something about me, and I would love to hear from you. I'm always engaging. I'm open for tours, festivals, sync, all that. But one thing about me, man, is I just want to keep on grinding and just keep on, having a good time. You know what I mean? And just keep trying to do the best I can to do good things all the time. So shouts out to New York and Florida, Michigan, of course, and Cali, our baby, the Bay Area.
Most definitely, man. So we want to thank you for coming on to the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you got something you want to talk about, man, the door's always open. You already know that, man. I will see you later on this week. I will actually see you on Saturday at the video shoot. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we are going to be in Sausalito and Marin. So hit us up.
Yes.
Get the direct location. You know what I mean? Pull up, pop up. You know what I mean? But just don't pop up and pull up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Big shouts out to my family. Shout out to son too. You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. So you heard my bad, go ahead.
No, I'm good, man. I just want to shout everybody out there and listening. Thank you, fam. I appreciate you.
For sure, man. Well, you just heard So Smooth by Mike Mich. You also heard Northern California by Mike Mich featuring J Tunes and myself, Dell Feddi. You heard Roxanne by UTFO. You heard Spotlight by Mike Mich. You heard The Box by Roddy Ricch. You heard Get In Where You Fit In by Mike Mich. And you heard Racks in the Middle by Nipsey Hussle, and we started it off with Too Hard for the Radio by Mac Dre. We got my boy BK in the building. He's about to come rock with y'all with the King of Prussia radio show. So we're about to get up out of here, man. Thank Mike Mich for coming out tonight. Thank Miss Eyes for coming out tonight. And thank my man over there in the corner. What's your name, dog?
Black.
Thanks, Black.
Black.
What's that,
Thanks,
man?
Black,
Thanks,
for
Black.
being in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Miss Eyes' house. She sounds beautiful, man. That
Oh,
song,
man,
she sounds
yeah,
terrific, man.
You're gonna hear some music from all three of us.
Yes,
Watch,
absolutely.
check that out. I guarantee you.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna be the first to play it too. Watch.
Yeah, man. All right, fam. I'm
we're
gonna get with
get
you,
outta here,
man.
man.
All
Thank
right,
y'all
thank
for
you for
tuning
having me.
in.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
Peace.